Yo, what's up, guys? I found these three brands while doing just a little bit of random product research on the Facebook ads library. And what I'm going to do specifically is I'm going to review their offers, I'm going to fix their offers, and I'm going to, just give them a free consulting. If you guys know the owners of these brands, then go ahead and send them this video. This is their lucky day. But essentially what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over this brand, this Korean Glow skincare brand, honey, tallow balm, and then texture powder. I think they're all doing some things very wrong with their offers. And I'm pretty big on the offer topic. I'm pretty big on, thinking that's actually more important than, the funnel that you run, for example. And so I'm going to try to, fix it. I'm going to, show you guys what you can take from their stuff, what you can basically not take from their stuff, and how you can build the best cold friendly offers as possible. Okay. So I want to start with this right here, which is the Korean Glow skincare brand. And what I think is pretty cool and what they've done pretty much is they have a mega glass skin bundle, right? So you see how it's 50% off, $50 instead of $100, right? And then you have a quantity selector here and add to cart button. That's it. Okay. So the shrine theme is kind of carrying them because their offer is pretty bad. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, their badge says, their logo. I don't like to do that. If you have a badge in your product pictures, it's going to make your product picture significantly look worse. And so you should always do something with it, right? A part of your offer, maybe a free gift or a guarantee or the shipping times, whatever you want to flex, whatever is the best part about your offer, you should have as a badge on your product pictures. But also, they have only one product picture. So their whole bundle here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 products, no explanation. They don't have explanations here. It's just when you scroll down, they explain some of them, but still not all of them. So it's super random. People don't even know what they're paying $50 for. Also, $50 is a too good to be true offer. No skincare bundle with 9 to 10 products in it costs $50. Like, you guys gotta charge what it's worth, even if you are having solid margins with this. Even if, right, everyone's gonna look at this and the perceived value is just so low because you don't charge enough money. Main takeaway: put up your prices, increase your prices. Most of you guys could actually get away without any conversion rate change, charging $5 to $10 more for the exact same options that you offer, right? $5 to $10 more, and that would add to your margins. It would just be profit, pure profit into your bank account per order, right? You guys don't know it because you guys don't test. So what I want this brand to do is an A/B test, specifically with less products in the bundle and with a higher price. So maybe 5 products, maybe actually explain them in more product pictures, have a guarantee badge that if they don't get the dream outcome, they actually do get their money back, right? I like the name of the bundle. This is something which you can actually take from them. I don't really know about the first 2 words. I like the glass skin bundle. If I were them, I would have just called this the glass skin bundle, and that's it. And then maybe some trademark, and then actually the quantity selector, the real offer selector here. Now, really important though, they don't have a subscription offer, and that is the biggest thing that they're doing wrong, because they are a skincare brand, they are a consumables brand, and so consumables brands have to have subscription offers. The reason why is it's just because, oh, it's so cool to have recurring revenue. No, it's because if you don't do this, your competition is going to do it for you. Because there's always a direct competitor, especially if you're selling to the US like this brand, there's always a direct competitor who has the ability, not because they're better at marketing, but because just they have a subscription offer and their customers are worth 15 times as much as what your customers are worth. They are just able to spend 10 times as much on Facebook as you. Not a lie, they are. And so they don't have better ads, and you just ask yourself, how are they testing every creative so profitably? Well, because their customers subscribe to their offer. It's not just a one-time purchase thing. So if this brand just implemented a little option with get an extra 20% off, and it's going to be pretty enticing, because if you make the prices up to, let's say, 100 or 80 or 90 or whatever, and then make them basically pay 70, 60, whatever for if they subscribe, it's going to be very, very enticing for them to actually take it, right? And now you could also give a free skincare ebook or something to the people that you subscribe. And so you should make it very, very enticing for people to subscribe, and you should make it very hard to leave. So they have to go through customer support to leave, not just a link that they click, for example, right? So this is the biggest thing that this brand is doing wrong. If I were them, I would set up an A/B test with no subscription, with just a higher price, right? Fewer products, more explanation in the product pictures, guarantee, versus same thing with a subscription, right? This is the first thing that I would do here. I believe that's going to make the biggest change. Now, when it comes to which products they've put in this, set, I mean, they have a little bit of like an ingredients table down here. And they explain random 4 or 5 products out of their stuff. Okay, so I don't really understand, what the main. I mean, the dream outcome, they've done a good job, like I said, kind of talking about that. But 5 of these products or something don't get any explanation in this product page, basically. And so people are just left alone here, right? They have a membership section, so they do actually want people, they do want reoccurring revenue, but there's so much better ways to do it, like they've done it, right? I think they're probably, charging in the post-purchase funnel. They do have some videos in here, which is okay. I'm assuming they've ripped all their content, so that's not cool. But overall, I would say main thing that this brand is doing is like they just miss subscriptions. They just miss a higher price, right? I like the bundle because it actually solves the dream outcome, not just sells one product. However, there's a lot of room for improvement. Second brand here is this brand, right? I have a honey tallow balm products or beef tallow, whatever. No, honey tallow. And then essentially what this brand is doing, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit different. They do have different pictures. They do have explanations of how it works. They do have an explanation of what it is. And they also have different options to kind of bundle discount thing. And then they also have a guarantee up here, right? I personally think there's a lot of space down here. They could put a text here, which is reach dream outcome XYZ, or get your money back, or just a little guarantee badge. I think just perform better if they actually flex their guarantee in the first product picture. However, main thing that I want to talk about here is called price anchoring, which they don't do at all, right? So a price anchor is something, if they land on your store and see a certain price, they are in this mood of, okay, now I'm thinking about everything else with this price. So when they see the first price, and the first number that they see is 26 euros, right? Obviously, it's like whatever, $30 or something. If they see $30, it's pretty cheap. So everything they're going to see afterwards, they're going to have this low perceived value mindset, and then this like, okay, I'm going to pay only $30. This is a steal, right? Now, when they see the second option, which is, obviously almost double the price, they're going to feel a little bit, okay, I'm not going to pay that. And then I'm sure as hell not going to pay a trio, right? A price anchor, for example, would be if they made the first option ridiculously expensive, and then the second and third very affordable compared to the first one. Example, if instead of 26 euros, they could charge 39 euros, 40 euros, right? And then 45 for just a duo almost seems like a buy one, get one free, right? So what this does is people come to the store, they see the 39, and they probably get in this mindset of like, oh, this is terrible. This is a terrible deal. But then they see just $5 more to get another one, and they think, oh, okay, this is pretty cheap, right? So this is the main thing. Price anchoring actually works. It's a really, really powerful thing, and I personally think they could be very, very creative with what type of bundles they build, and also, once again, subscription offers, because they don't have it. They don't have a subscription. They don't have a way to subscribe. It's not like a nice to have. It's a must have, because your competition is going to do it for you if you don't, okay? And they're just going to outspend you the second they get into the market, even with ripping your ads. So this is something which you can take. Unfortunately, if you guys are a dropshipper and you just rip content all the time, if you see a supplement brand doing well with no subscription offer, just rip their stuff and just have a subscription offer, and you're probably going to get better traffic quality very, very soon, because you could actually just outspend them immediately, even if your ROAS is bad, right? It doesn't matter, because your reoccurring revenue makes you ridiculously profitable, okay? So subscription offer, price anchoring, I think these guys are doing definitely a lot better than these guys. And then they could also think about adding other products into the bundle, because this AOV realistically is pretty low, even though if the LTV was probably higher than that. But they could do a lot of stuff with other products too. Maybe add in something else which is consumable, which they can also subscribe to, so that the subscription makes even more sense. Could split test stuff like that, and once again, A/B testing is gonna really be the way to find out. So if you're a brand owner, if you're a dropshipper, and you already make money, you already have a store which you're getting sales on, and you're profitable, and you just want to really just crack the whole topic. You want to maybe get into subscriptions, you want to test a better offer, get your prices up, get your AOV up, get your LTV up. What you could do is just A/B test. Just A/B test your current winning offer versus the one that you have in mind. And that's going to give you a better idea of what to actually work with, okay? A/B testing is king. And then number 3 we have the hair texture powder. Okay, so this is actually a product which is super interesting because this brand does not have any bundles, but they do have a bunch of products. So if you check out their stuff here, they have a lot of different products. Seems like they're honestly selling almost to like barber shops, right? They have a bunch of different products here for a bunch of different categories. I do think that's pretty creative. I think it's a pretty cool brand, but offer-wise, they have a lot of room to improve, right? So first of all, product pictures. Once again, if you have a 30-day money-back guarantee as a little text here, then might as well put it on the first product picture. It's just going to increase conversion rate, nothing but that, right? Second thing is they're not charging anything. Okay, so 16 euros is nothing. They could charge maybe 20 and then do a bundle discount, right? Once again, a little bit of price anchoring. And this is really important to have subscriptions on, and they don't. And the reason why is I'm assuming, like, you know, guys that get used to using this obviously don't want to stop after 30 days, right? So this is something which you'll get extremely high LTVs on if people just stay subscribed, and you're just missing out on money if you don't get people to subscribe to this offer, right? And especially with margins like this, you need subscriptions. You're going to rely on them. I think right now they actually rely on you know, selling, maybe upselling some bundles from here, from this section, or literally just like having a higher AOV with other products that people put in their carts, which is cool, but there's so much better and faster ways to do this and really just make more money per every single customer for doesn't matter what, because this is actually their landing page from some of their ads, to be fair. Like I didn't find this brand on Google and then specifically found their cheapest product. No, they're sending traffic to this product page for 16 euros. And whenever you do that, as you guys know, people don't like to leave product pages. A lot of people won't ever leave that. So their cart stuff, maybe they have some cart upsells, they don't. Right, they don't have a sliding cart. They have some restrictions, so they're just dropping off everyone here, and then they go to checkout. So there's a lot of room for improvement for this brand, and a lot of room for A/B testing. All right. So also they have free shipping over $60. Why? Right? Why do you charge for shipping? It's just unnecessary here. I think you could do a lot more when it comes to your offer structures, and then make more money like that, right? And so I would say these are the main three things that I would do for these brands. Now, to kind of go ahead and summarize everything that we went over, all the patterns that you should notice, all the patterns that you should take into your brand and actually, start implementing your offers so that you can have highest revenue per visitor and the highest LTV possible, okay? So first one is A/B testing, right? And the reason why A/B testing is so powerful, and I don't really, to be honest, I don't understand why no one's really talking about it, but like every big brand, every major brand is doing it all the time. It's literally just having two, just like a URL redirect basically with two different, for example, in this case, offers at the same time, and then you test them and you can see in real time which one makes you more money. Now, the cool part about A/B testing is the traffic comes from the same traffic source. For example, from, let's say the same campaign, which means the traffic quality is the same, and it's not going to be the issue why your stuff fails. If you just think, okay, I'm going to test another offer by just launching my same creative to also that offer, not going to work out. And the reason why is because if you launch anything honestly to a different offer, a different campaign always optimizes in a different audience, a different ad set specifically. So you can't really do that. You should always rely on A/B testing when it comes to doing little tests like that, right? Second thing is subscription offers, and subscription specifically I'm so passionate about because if you can get someone into a subscription, right, then obviously, and then like maybe have custom packaging and the shipping times are decent and it's actually a consumable which people need monthly, then you're barely going to have any churn. And just do the math on how much it would already help if half of your customers were worth double the amount that they're worth now. Do the math on that. That's not hard to do. Imagine the best case, which is like literally every single person takes a subscription and everyone stays 6 months. That would be like crazy example, but like imagine how much of an impact that would have on your gross margins, how much you could actually make more, how much you could spend more money on Facebook. Absolutely wild. So subscriptions are just a cheat code, right? And once again, unfortunately, they're not a cheat code because like if you have a consumables product, then your direct competitors are doing it and you're just missing out if you don't do this, which means they will outscale you, outbid you, get better traffic, and you will basically fatigue more quickly and all that kind of stuff, right? So they're going to get the low-hanging fruits because they just spend more money, and it makes more sense for Facebook to send them the good quality traffic, right? Now, the third thing is price anchoring, like I already said before, and price anchoring is really powerful because essentially it just reframes the price. It just changes the perceived value like you need it to. Okay, so it makes the perceived value. It's like not you rely on that, or like, basically the perceived value is like some random number based on all the price that you threw together. But like price anchoring actually allows you to control the price anchor in the heads of the people, right? So to control the perceived value. And so if you think about it this way, and you make, for example, the third one, like you can play around with the gaps between your options when it comes to your offers. Essentially, let's say as an example, right? Let's say you massively increase the third option of an offer. Then what's going to happen is obviously more people are going to be enticed to take the second one, because they think, what do I get why is the difference, the gap between option 2 and option 3 is so big? Might as well get the option 2, right? Because it's just a little bit more expensive than the first one, right? So other example for this, unfortunately, just another example, obviously, is like if you look at the first option and make that really expensive, but then the second and third are cheaper, then more people are going to take overall just the third one, right? So it's like we can play around with these gaps and essentially just make people buy different options like you want it to. If you guys want to get your brand reviewed, go ahead and check, write it into the comments below. But I want to say thank you so much for giving me your most important asset, which is your attention. Thanks so much for watching, and I wish you a beautiful day.